And love has stages of purification. At the lowest level, love has a lot of attachment. I love this mic. This is my mic. I love this. I'll not give it to you. Wherever I go, I'll take it along with me. As you progress in life, evolve in life, Ashokji, the purification method happens and this love starts to become non-attachment oriented. But the self is still there. I am loving you. I still there. Low attachment, but I still there. But then as you evolve and purify this love further, it starts to become selfless love.
I had not really understood the role of bhakti. I thought meditation was enough to, as you put it, connect with the spirit. So what's the role of it? The role of invocations and bhakti and chanting and so forth in that context?
Let me ask you a question, Ashokji.
Sure.
Before we explore it. What is the highest human experience?
What's the highest human experience?
Think about it. Take your time. And look, everybody. When we are talking like this, he's asking me a question, I'm asking you a question. We're all in this. I'm asking the same question from you. Be very careful. You're just not an audience. You're a participant here, okay? There's a difference. So I ask the same question to all of you. What's the highest human experience? Reflect and then tell me.
Well, the highest experience to me is love.
Okay.
And love for me is whether I'm feeling human connection love or feeling spiritual love. At some time, I'm feeling connected to not just, and I'm calling it love, that connection that I have, that's to me feel like the highest level of experience.
Beautiful. Do we all agree with this? Yes, that's the highest human experience. And love has stages of purification. At the lowest level, love has a lot of karma in it. Attachment to it. At the lowest level, love has a lot of attachment. I love this mic. This is my mic. I love this. I'll not give it to you. Wherever I go, I'll take it along with me. As you progress in life, evolve in life, Ashokji, the purification method happens and this love starts to become non-attachment oriented. But the self is still there. I am loving you. I still there. Low attachment, but I still there. But then as you evolve and purify this love further, it starts to become selfless love. And the epitome of that we call devotion. Now, if the highest human experience is love, then the highest spiritual experience must also be based on love. Simple logic. Now, but we feel that when it comes to dhyana or divine, we just meditate and do whatever kriya/sadhana that we do, and through that, whatever form of awakening that we are seeking will happen. But you've missed the point. The whole point is, whatever is the highest human experience, you want to elongate it. You want to make this highest human experience not dependent on anything. You want that highest human experience to be there forever, non-dependent, stabilized. You want yourself to be stabilized in that higher human experience. Are we together? Now, that's where devotion kicks in. What is then devotion? Is higher human experience which is not dependent on anything and which is prolonged. So you are in the mode of devotion/bhakti forever. And now this devotion or bhakti or love is just not associated to one being called Shiva or one human being. It starts to expand itself out. We're entering into something very critical. Please listen to this carefully. In the beginning, love happens with one object. Let's call it one person. I love this person. I fall out with this person, so I start to love this person. We keep replacing objects. And then somewhere along the line, you enter into spirituality and you make Krishna, Rama, Jesus, Shiva as the new object of sadhana or love affair. New. Please look at very carefully. Objects are being replaced, but the flow of river called love is constant in you. Once you tap into this understanding, Ashokji, then objects become meaningless. A. B. Then an expansion starts to happen. Now you will not say, I love this object more and that object less. What Krishnamurti called it, choicelessness. Now you're with the river more, not with the object more. Please look at it very carefully. Throughout our life, we are with the objects more. Objects of our love. What is spiritual progress? When from the object you enter into the river called love. This process which we are calling love. This connection that we are calling love. And once you stabilize on this connection bridge, which I'm calling the river of love, A, objects are no more important. B, the river starts to expand. And every object starts to become part of your river. Example. Any great being that you experience in life, guru, spiritually enlightened, or spiritually advanced being, one thing that you will see in all of them, from Dalai Lama to Mother Teresa, to Jesus to Buddha, is they're not entangled with the objects of love. They will embrace you, an elephant, an ant, a tree, a river, a mountain, the air, and the unknown equally. Choicelessness. Now, river does not choose which object to go towards. We are entering into the deep depth of our heart. Is this just a philosophy? No, I'll prove. There is a spiritual guru in India called Ramana Maharshi. If you heard the name, Ramana Maharshi, some of you. Ramana Maharshi is the epitome of what we call Advaita Vedanta, the path of knowledge, the path of inquiry, which is a very dry path. Path of inquiry. You just keep asking yourself, who am I, what do I do, who am I, what's my purpose, kind of a thing. Very dry path. You don't need anybody. You just sit alone and try to just explore this. Very dry. Path of knowledge, which we call Jnana Yoga, is a very dry path. And this being called Ramana Maharshi is the epitome of Advaita Vedanta, the path of knowledge in the world. Every great Western philosophical / spiritual teacher you find is inspired and touched by Ramana Maharshi. Any teacher that you meet here, right? Now, Ramana Maharshi would sit at his ashram, look at a mountain called Arunachala, which is the form of Shiva we consider in south of India. Tears will flow from his eyes and he will write poetry for Arunachala. He's written poetry for Arunachala. They sing even that. He's no more in body, by the way. In his ashram, they still chant that poetry that he wrote in the praise of Arunachala Shiva, while tears were coming from his eyes. A squirrel will move around in his presence. He will look at the squirrel and tell people, you didn't feed the squirrel today. Love. When a monkey would come to the ashram, he had named everybody. A cow called Lakshmi was in the ashram. And there was a dog called Jackie. Whenever he will sit, Jackie would just come and sit there. And when Jackie, the dog, died, what did he do? He built Samadhi of Jackie in the ashram. You know Samadhi? The tomb where you can go and pray. So there's tomb of the cow, there's tomb of the dog, there's tomb of the monkey, there's tomb of the squirrel, there's tomb of a crow. Love affair, Ashokji. This man called Ramana Maharshi is the man of devotion also. Look into his eyes in any photograph and you will feel love emanating from his eyes, even now, through the photograph. That's profound. That's the way. You start from devotion, you start from meditation, you start from inquiry, no matter what you do, you end up in devotion. That's the epitome of human experience, I'm telling you. You only said.
Devotion.
So is spirituality different from human life? No. The same epitome of human experience you now experience as love is the same experience of spiritual awakening also. There, the word that we choose is devotion.